everybody online, all that good stuff. I'm your instructor, Pierre Huey, aka Mr. P. The P is for patience. We are going to do our theory studying today. I have the smooth operator herself, Smooth Tar 25, in the building with me. We're going to go over some scientific concepts. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
It's easy, man. I got you. I got you. Listen, same thing over and over and over. Little pieces of information over and over and over. All right. Let's start with chapter 4, infection control. Cleaning, sanitizing, disinfecting. Cleaning is a mechanical process. Sanitizing is a chemical process. Disinfecting, chemical process. Now, the difference between sanitizing and disinfecting is sanitizing reduces, disinfecting destroys, with the exception of bacterial spores. Okay. Occupational Safety and Health Administration. We're going to talk about federal agencies real quick. OSHA stands for Occupational Safety and Health Administration. They are responsible for the Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1970, which requires that chemical manufacturers and importers provide potential hazards associated with their products. That becomes the Material Safety Data Sheet, the MSDS, which later becomes the SDS, which is the Safety Data Sheet. Okay. Um, Stop me if there's anything that starts to become too foreign to you. Okay. All right. OSHA is also responsible for the HCS pictograms and hazards list and pictures. They got all of those, right? So flammable, corrosive, poisonous hazard, gas cylinder, whatever, environment, health hazard, all that stuff with the labels and the icons that tell you about the hazards. OSHA is responsible for those as well. Okay. Next agency is the Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA. They register all types of disinfectants sold and used in the United States. A disinfectant is a what type of product that destroys most bacteria? I'll give you a hint. It starts with a C.
Is this the same question you always ask me?
Yes. Is what kind of product? It starts with a C.
I don't got chemical.
Yes, it is a chemical product that destroys most bacteria, excluding spores. It also destroys fungi and viruses on surfaces. There are two types. You have hospital level and you have tuberculocidal. Both of those are two types of disinfectants. Hospital disinfectant, they are effective for cleaning blood and body fluids from non-porous surfaces. By non-porous, we mean an item made or constructed of a material that has no pores or openings and cannot absorb liquids. Okay. Tuberculocidal disinfectant is often referred to as a phenolic, PHENOLICS. They are proven to kill the bacterium that causes what? If it's a tuberculocidal disinfectant, it kills the bacterium that causes what?
It's not fungus. It's not. It's,
I'll give you a hint. It's tuberculocidal.
oh, tuberculosis.
Yes, right. Kills the bacterium that causes tuberculosis, in addition to other pathogens destroyed through the use of hospital disinfectants. Okay. Tuberculosis is a disease caused by a bacterium that is transmitted through coughing or sneezing. It is passed through inhaling only and is not transmitted by the hands or picked up on surfaces. So that'll be something new that I add to that I'll ask you. I'll just say, how is tuberculosis passed? Right. State regulatory. You had a question?
Mm.
Okay. State regulatory agencies. They exist to protect barbers and their customers' health and safety while they receive services. Okay. Um, Regulatory agencies require that everyone working on consumers in a barbershop follows specific procedures. Blah blah blah. Penalties vary, include warnings, fines, probation, suspension of revocation of licenses. So that's state board basically. When we get down to it, state regulatory agencies, that's primarily state board, right? They regulate this. They say, look, if you're doing this, we can shut you down. If you're doing this, we can shut you down. That type of thing, right? Or we can revoke your license. We can fine you. Most of the time, they fine you. They will revoke your license. Like if you got somebody that's cutting hair illegally, they really got they really have the power to ban you from continuing to cut hair. Um, if somebody reports you, right? Now that's if somebody reports you. They got the power to fine you. I forgot what the fine is now, but I want to say it used to be 10,000. They could fine you $10,000. They can ban you from ever getting your barber's license and even possibly jail time, even though that's very, very rare. They have the right to exercise that though. I've never seen it in my lifetime. That's not to say that they can't enforce it though. Let's see. Laws and rules. What is the difference? Laws are written by both federal and state legislatures that determine the scope of practice, what each license allows the holder to do, and establish guidelines for regulatory agencies to make rules. Laws are also called statutes. Now, let's talk about scope of practice real quick. Here's what I mean by that. So, let's say you are a braider, you have your braider's license, right? If State Board walked in and you have a flat iron. What in the world? Really? Find love on the best day. They tripping. It had to be it had to be somebody trolling. But anyway, if somebody comes from State Board, you have your braider's license and they see a flat iron, things for like a roller set, chemicals to do like hair color stuff like that, they can literally say that's out of your scope of practice. And technically, if they felt so inclined, they could fine you for it. So that's what scope of practice means. If you are a registered barber and you're doing chemicals, that's out of the scope of your practice. You've got to be a master hair care to be able to do all that stuff. Okay. So that's what that means. All right. Let's talk about infection. Infection is the invasion of body tissues by disease causing pathogens. Um, Infection control refers to the methods used to eliminate or reduce the transmission of infectious organisms. Barbers must understand and remember the following four types of potentially harmful organisms. Can you give me any of those four?
Bacteria,
Come on.
virus,
That's right.
fungus.
Yep. One more. Starts with a P.
Starts with a P.
Yep. Parasites.
Parasites.
There you go.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Under certain conditions, many of these organisms can cause infectious diseases. An infectious disease is caused by pathogenic, which means harmful, organisms that enter the body. Infectious disease, however, may or may not spread from one person to another, depending on the organism and its method of transition. Now we're going to get back to what we previously talked about. It's here again in this chapter, and they're just re-emphasizing it because it's so important. Cleaning is a mechanical process of scrubbing using soap and water or detergent and water to remove all visible dirt, debris, and many disease-causing germs, right? The process of disinfection involves the use of a chemical to destroy most, but not necessarily all, harmful organisms, also known as pathogens. Okay. Um, let's see. Disinfection is not effective against what? Bacterial what? Starts with S.
Spores.
That's right. Which are bacteria capable of producing a protective coating that allows them to withstand very harsh environments. All right. Cleaning and disinfecting procedures are designed to prevent the spread of infection and disease. At minimum, disinfectants used in barbershops must be bactericidal, which means what? Capable of destroying what if it's bactericidal?
I ain't got it.
Yeah, you do. Here's your hint. Bactericidal.
Oh, bacteria,
Yep. Capable of destroying bacteria. Viricidal, capable of destroying what?
viruses,
Yep. Fungicidal, capable of destroying what?
fungus.
That's right. Now, let's talk about bacteria for a second. And this is a little bit of new information. Bacteria, singular word is bacterium. Okay. So bacteria is plural. They are one cell, single cell microorganisms that have both plant and animal characteristics. I have seen it on the test before, officially, just so you know. Okay. A microorganism is any organism of microscopic or submicroscopic size. Some bacteria are harmful, some are harmless. Bacteria can exist almost anywhere on skin and water in the air, indicate matter on environmental surfaces, body secretions, clothing, under the free edge of nails. Okay, So a lot of times people don't talk about it, but we was talking about COVID. During COVID times, people were not washing underneath their nails. Like they'll wash their hands and all this stuff, but they wasn't washing underneath the nails. And they weren't clipping their nails either, which is another story in itself entirely. But we'll save that for another day. Please tell me this will reach and connect, because I will be in trouble if it don't. Yeah, cool. Hang on, y'all. Got to get connected. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on now. Y'all playing with me. There we go. Bingo. All right. Yeah, cool. Let me make sure. Okay, cool. All right. So, two types of bacteria: non-pathogenic and pathogenic. Pathogenic means what?
Damn, Pete.
Harmful. Non-pathogenic means it is not harmful. Okay. Non-pathogenic bacteria, they are harmless organisms that actually may perform useful functions. They are safe to come in contact with since they do not cause disease or harm. For example, non-pathogenic organisms are used to make yogurt, cheese, and some medicines. In the human body, non-pathogenic bacteria help the body break down food, protect against infection, and stimulate the immune system. That's non-pathogenic. Pathogenic bacteria are harmful microorganisms that can cause disease or infection in humans when they invade the body. So, non-pathogenic is non-harmful, pathogenic is harmful. You with me?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna add this and then we'll be done with chapter 4. Classifications of pathogenic bacteria. They have 3 classifications. You got cocci, bacilli, spirilla. Within the cocci family, you have 3 classifications, sub-classifications of those. You have staphylococci, streptococci, and diplococci. Okay, so so 2 types of bacteria: non-pathogenic and pathogenic. 3 classifications of pathogenic bacteria: cocci, bacilli, spirilla. And within cocci, you have 3 sub classifications: staphylococci, streptococci, diplococci. Okay, so we'll stop there for chapter 4. We're going to skip to chapter 6. Anatomy and physiology. What can you tell me about the 2?
The study of the body.
Yes. So anatomy is indeed the study of the body. What is the difference between anatomy and physiology?
All right. Anatomy is more so like, I don't know if I'm gonna say it right, the inside, right?
Well, just the structure of the body itself.
Okay.
Okay. And physiology is the study of the functions of the body.
Okay. Yeah.
So anatomy is the body itself. Physiology is the functions of. Basic structure, we're going to talk about cells. So cells are the basic units of what living things?
Start with M.
No. Easier than that. Is it cells are the basic units of a few living things,
All living
some
things.
living, all living things. That's right. From bacteria to plants to animals, including human beings. Okay. Without cells, life does not exist. As a basic functional unit, the cell is responsible for carrying on all life processes. There are millions, billions, or trillions of cells in the human body.
Trillions.
Correct. There are trillions of cells in the human body, and they vary wildly in size, shape, and purpose. All right. The cells of all living things are composed of a substance called protoplasm. It is colorless and jelly like. It's found inside cells in which food elements such as proteins, fats, carbs, mineral salts, and water are present. Okay. You can visualize the protoplasm of a cell as being similar to a raw egg white. In addition to protoplasm, most cells also include a nucleus, cytoplasm, and the cell membrane. We'll come back to those. Okay. So that's chapter 6. We're going to jump on chapter 7, which is chemistry. I'm going to make it very, very easy today. Very easy.
Yeah, I can do multiple choice.
Okay. I know you can. I gotta put you in a position of you understand the concepts. So then when I give you multiple choice, it's less about you memorizing the question and more about you understanding the concept behind the question. Because if you understand the concept, that's going to give you 5 to 10 questions that you can answer because you understand the concept.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Basically, like say if I asked you about clean and sanitizing, and I said, okay, sanitizing reduces all of these except what, right? And you say, viruses, bacteria, fungi, and then bacterial spores, you're going to know, disinfectants. So if I say disinfectants destroy all of the following except what? Bacteria, viruses, fungi, and spores, you already know the answer is spores. But see, if you had to memorize that question, it would take longer for you to understand that concept.
Right.
I'm going to get back to the multiple choice questions too. It's just I don't know which software I'm going to do it because the original software that I was using to do it, they got kind of weird. A lot of times I can't access the multiple choice questions no more. I don't know why. It's very, very strange. But I may have to switch over to a different service to be able to do so. But that gives me a chance in the meantime to be able to get you guys situated with the concepts in the book.
Right.
All right. Okay. Chemistry is the science that deals with the composition, structure, and properties of matter, matter, and how matter changes under different chemical conditions. The field is divided into 2 areas, organic and inorganic chemistry. Organic chemistry is the study of substances that contain the element carbon, carbon. All living things are made of compounds that contain carbon. The term organic applies to all living things and those things that were once alive. So, gasoline, synthetic fabrics, plastics, pesticides, all considered organic because they are manufactured from natural gas and oil, which are the remains of plants and animals that died millions of years ago. Most organic substances will burn. What's up, Mike? Inorganic is the study of substances that do not contain carbon but may contain hydrogen. Inorganic substances are not, never were alive. Therefore, they will not burn. Metals, minerals, water, air, and ammonia are inorganic substances, even though ammonia was produced by living organisms. How you like that, Mike? Um, so organic chemistry, substances that contain the element carbon. Inorganic does not contain carbon, but may contain hydrogen. Okay. Matter, defined as anything that occupies space or volume and has mass or weight. All matter has physical and chemical properties and exists in the form of a solid, liquid, gas, or plasma. How you like that one again, Mike? Matter has physical properties that we can touch, taste, or smell or see, but not everything is matter. For example, we can see visible light, electrical sparks, but light and electricity are forms of energy, and energy is not matter because it does not have mass. In fact, energy can be defined as the ability to change or put matter into motion. The chemical properties of matter can only be seen or measured when a chemical change or chemical reaction occurs. Is your phone ringing?
Oh,
I think so. It was.
look at that.
Yeah, mine went by. Sherry Berry, what's up? How you doing? You working hard or you hardly working? I'm just saying. Good to see you. Let's see, chapter. Okay, y'all give us a second. Did you have somebody scheduled today?
Me?
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Somebody just pulled up. See who that is. What they talking about? We almost there. Electricity is not matter because it does not occupy space or have mass. In fact, electricity can move through or across matter in space. It's a form of energy that produces physical, magnetic, chemical, or thermal effects when in motion. This energy is created by the flow of electrons between atoms. Okay. Electric current, the flow of electricity along a conductor. All substances can be classified as conductors or insulators, depending on the ease. Huh?
I'm repeating what you're saying.
Okay. Depending on the ease with which an electric current can be transmitted through them. A conductor is any substance, material, or medium that conducts electricity. An insulator or non-conductor is a substance that does not easily transmit electricity. Hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
Doing well.
Jeremy?
Yep.
You right?
Yep.
How are you today?
Pretty well, man. Talk to me.
I stopped in probably, say, over a year ago.
Yeah.
You were in the back.
Yep.
You're just getting things started.
Yep.
My name's Chad.
Yeah, man. What's going on?
Not much. How you doing?
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's
It
been a
has,
minute.
it
Yeah,
has.
yeah. I remember you.
I actually left Spot On.
Okay.
So I'm no longer with them, but I'm with another company doing payment processing.
Okay.
Credit cards and all that stuff.
Got you. Do you have a brochure for me or anything?
Credit card. I can get
Yeah.
a brochure from the card too.
Yeah. Go do that. Let me get your card.
Okay.
Bring me that brochure too.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
sounds great.
absolutely.
How are
Thank you.
Today?
Hey, man, I can't complain.
I hear you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Are
sir.
you up and running?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
How's it going?
It's gone well. It's literally been maybe, what would you say, a week or so.
Okay.
Since I got approved. I got approved about 4 weeks ago, and then
Okay.
just been trying to get everything situated. But this is one of my up and coming students right here.
Okay. How you doing today?
Shatara, this Chad, Shatara. But yeah, basically it's just I've been in the paperwork phase now, just getting all the paperwork and stuff, getting all the approvals
all
for
the-
state board, all that
the
good stuff.
inspections and everything.
Yeah,
going
man,
on.
it was, oh my God, it was quite an experience
Yeah,
too.
no,
Yeah. I had
I remember having the conversations. You're like, well, we got pushed
Yeah.
off another month.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I was like, oh,
Yeah, man.
I'm feeling for you.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, I ended up having in addition to that one that you was talking about, I had 3 more after that.
Really?
Yeah. So it's been quite a process, but man, we here now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me
Yeah.
go grab that brush.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Real quick, 2 more. Types of electric current, you got direct current, you got alternating current. Direct current, constant, even flowing current that travels only in one direction and produces a chemical, yet again, there's that word, chemical reaction. Battery operated instruments such as flashlights, cell phones, cordless tools use DC, like a car battery. Alternating current, rapid, interrupted current flowing first in one direction and then in the opposite direction that produces a mechanical action. Electric clippers, hair dryers, and other tools or appliances that plug directly into a wall outlet use AC. Okay. We will probably stop from there just so I can talk with him. I'm gonna see y'all soon. I'm gonna get with my man Chad real quick. We're gonna talk for a little bit. I am your instructor, Pierre Hui, aka Mr. P. The P is for patience. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.